Hello and welcome to a sort of a new series of videos. Yep, another one. And this time on this series, ﷺ, which is actually one of my favourite series of all time. If you don't know anything about the ﷺ franchise, I'm actually not gonna spoil it too much here because it'd be interesting to see what you think of it. Otherwise, I guess a little bit of background in the series. It starts the actual first release sort of media project for ﷺ was an anime called ﷺ. So if you want to check that out sometime, it might be a good idea if you're going to follow along with this playthrough and story here. But if not, I may do a video on it at some point, sort of sum up the story and things like that. But we'll see how it goes for that. Anyway, let's skip this intro. I'm sure it doesn't make much sense at the moment. We will jump into the game. Quickly check options. Voiceover, English or Japanese. We'll stick with English because the voiceover's okay. And I know there might be some people who like to listen to this kind of playthrough instead of actively watch it. So, movie text. Dialogue box is turned on. Okay. Vibrate I will turn off. Controller is fine. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get into the game. Yeah, so unfortunately part of this widescreen mod problem is going to be some of the filters over the screen because the game's originally in 4:3. Some of the filters in the screen are going to be in the box in the middle. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that.
Auf der Suche nach dem Łɛ'ဋrachɛn ist noch nicht zurückgekommen. Der Herd der Finsternis grollt. Helba, Königin der Finsternis, stellt schließlich ein Heer auf. Alparon, König des Lichts, grüßt sie. Und sie treffen sich am Fuße des Regenbogens. Die verfluchte Welle muss gemeinsam bekämpft werden. Der See von Alba brodelt. Der große Baum des Lichts fällt. Alle Macht zerfällt zu Tropfen im Tempel von Arche Köln. Wesen ohne Schatten, ihre Welt zerfällt zu nichts. Der Mann des Schattens auf der Suche nach dem Abenddrachen kehrt niemals mehr zurück.
Okay, user registration is done. Now for a name. Yasuhiko's probably already there waiting for me. I'd better hurry.
Registration process for the world has finished. Reconfirming your name and character name. Okay, so we're going to keep the character name as Kite because that's the canonical name. Username, I'm sure there is one. The actual character behind Kite's name. But I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to go with Ren. And then we'll stick with Kite. User registration is approved. To start the game, select the world from your desktop. Please enjoy the world. You have mail. Okay. Just check out our mail. So a lot of this first video is just going to be reading stuff on the desktop here, getting a bit of background for the world and things like that. Anyway, so we have 3 new emails from CC Corporation version update. The system of the world has been updated to version 2.75. For this update, the following elements have been added. Monster tolerances. For a group of monsters, certain physical/magical attacks will cause 0 damage because of their defense mechanisms. Elemental hits attack with element skills that are opposite the monster attribute, and it will result in double 2 times the damage. So this is an interesting way of getting you into sort of like some of the mechanics of the game, sort of implying a sort of MMO style version update or game update kind of thing. Treasure chest items. You may obtain different items depending on the type of treasure chests. Many items are now available from the GOT statue. For more details, please see the version update information listed on the board. CC Corporation, thank you. Thank you for registering. This is a notification email to complete the registration process. The world, the game, is comprised of several servers. The adventure begins by inputting codes at the Chaos Gate and root towns which are located in each of the servers. Let me introduce each of the town servers and root towns. Aqua Capital Makanu. Makanu means the son of the goddess. There are waterways throughout the town. The sounds and scenery will bring you peace. Island City Dunloreg. Dunloreg means the Weaver Guardian. It is a city protected by sprites with buildings made of rocks coexisting with nature. The wind will challenge the adventurers on their quest. Cultural City ԿΑΜΗ ŊΕ. ԿΑΜΗ ՆΕGADLIKA means the Song of Gale. It is a metropolis, a fusion of science and traditional cultural knowledge. Aerial City Fort Ŭf. Fort Ŭf means the Fort of Elves. It originated as a fort built in preparation for a war of ԿΑΜΗ ՆΕGADLIKA, but since the peace agreement it has acted as a watchtower for monsters. Relic City Ŋιαφσʋyaorszá. ლიαφσʋyaorszá means the Stone of Destiny. This city was a holy ground for the Targa people before the Great War. But it was destroyed by the ԿΑΜΗ ΝΕGADLIKA forces, which did not like the idea. Please choose them at the Chaos Gate in Root Town. It is recommended you play on the Alpha server while your level is low. Now let's go on an adventure. Okay, email from our friend Yasuhiko. Registered yet? Hey, did you finish registering? What kind of character are you? Oh, and like I said at school, you'll regret it if you use a smart-ass name. I'm Łɛ'ℓℓ in the world, so keep that in mind. Don't call me by my real name. You can be a different person when you're there. Well, more like the guy you want to be. Anyway, I'll be at Root Town. Okay, so that's our mail. First things first, I'm changing the background to something a little nicer than the orange. We'll go with blue for now. Audio player, okay, data, just so we can save. Let's have a look at the news. This just gives you a sort of background and sort of how the world is at the moment. New transportation system operational. The real-time transportation control system, RTCS, ended its trial period today and will be fully operational starting tomorrow. It is predicted that chronic traffic jams will be resolved by this system. This system's main feature is the ability to control and adjust the traffic lights depending on the situation. It can also predict the best timing at railway stops. When there is a crime, it will turn all traffic lights around the area to red to help prevent the culprit from escaping. Of course, it is questionable whether criminals will follow the traffic laws. Okay. So the world tops 20 million. Sales of the online role-playing game The World, CC Corporation December 2007, have exceeded 20 million copies worldwide. The game was the first online game released since the Twilight of the New Gods incident. It sold 10 million copies in its first 6 months and has steadily grown in its sales through various upgrades. Reports state that there are around 10 million users in Japan alone. CC Corporation in its press release stated, "We are grateful for the support, but also feel that there is a social obligation we must meet." According to a source within CC Corporation, they are considering a submission to the Guinness Book of World Records for the highest selling game in history. Okay. Neural Goggle FMD. Sones announced that it will soon sell a new head-mounted video display, the Neural Goggle FMD. It is customized for the popular CC Corporation game The World. Retail price has not yet been set. Product features: compatible with the mega popular game New World, lightweight with rainbow eye coating, maximum of 100 hours consecutive use using the CC iron battery. Okay, interesting. 0.49% error rate. The sound recognition device has evolved to near perfection with a less than 0.5 error rate. When switched to chat mode, it recognises the pauses by the speaker and translates them to ... The day may come when keyboards are obsolete. WNC official statement. The World Network Council, WNC, announced that today that the market penetration of the network OS ŭɛ'ʌltimate has reached almost 100% around the globe. This means that all network computer terminals in homes or businesses are now compatible with ŭɛ'ltimate. WNC Public Relations stated that Pluto Kiss incident of December 2005 and the 2-year period following the incident, commonly known as the Twilight of the New Gods, is now only a page in history. Some officials state that after 6 emotional years of up and downs, new generation HyperNet plan proposed in April of 2004 has finally been fulfilled. Okay, so there's more to this stuff, but I think it will get revealed as we go along. If not, I'll update with a little bit of information on what these things actually mean, like the Twilight of the New Gods era and what exactly ŭɛ'ltimate is and all these kind of events that seem to have happened in the background. Okay, so that's the news done. mailer we've done. Head into the world. We will check out the message boards first. Okay, we'll go from bottom to top, maybe. Now we'll go from top to bottom. Okay, so a lot of this will be tutorial stuff, so I'll kind of rush through it a little bit because we're going to get a tutorial in the game when we go in there as well. So, system explanation. What is a skill? I just started playing this game. When I talked to a shopkeeper, he said you can use skills by equipping armor and weapons, but what is a skill? It's an attack that uses SP's skill points during battle. It can damage enemies or cure allies. They don't call it magic because they're not just spells, but moves that are used by swordsmen as well. When I changed weapons, I lost the skill. Is there a connection? Skills are based on the equipment and not the characters, so if you change your equipment, you can't use that skill anymore. The skill you lost was probably on your old weapon. Aside from attack, power and defense, you should keep skills in mind. Let me quickly check, because some of these names of people on this board do come up a couple of times. So the original author was Pan, answered by Ninja Knife, also Pan, Jing. Okay, so Pan again. Really? I didn't know that, so I sold my own weapon. I thought I just leveled up and learned magic. Ugh. And then Pan. There's a skill I have that I can't use. Why is that? Okay, Jing is back. 1, you don't have enough SP. 2, the target isn't in range. It's probably one or the other. There's a range for every skill, so if the target isn't within range, you can't use it. Magic is long range, but attacks are shorter, so you need to get closer. Pan again. Can you cast a spell on all? Are there any spells that you can cast on all your enemies or allies like other RPGs? If you can't, it would seriously suck when you have to heal your party. Quattro. They don't have these, but skills with range and range attack or something like that, since they are area effects. If it is an attack spell, it does about half the damage to an enemy around the target, so if you use it wisely, it becomes something very similar, or kind of. Healing spells on allies are similar, so you can heal other members around the target. About defense from Hinata. I bought a more expensive armor, but it got weaker against enemy magic attacks. Why is that? Corm, probably magical defense on the armor is low. There's magical defense and physical defense, even if physical defense is high. If your magical defense is low, you can't guard against magic damage. Defense and evade from Hinata. Thank you, Corm. I wasn't looking at armor parameters. There's also defense and evade. What's the difference? You should probably, from Corm again, you should probably check the parameters of your item. It's probably the first thing you should do. As for defense and evade, defense lessens the damage you receive, evade is the frequency you get hit. So far so obvious. From Corm, you do know that Suvili and Muili, paralysis and charm, can't be avoided even if you increase magic evasion, right? If you increase the spirit status for the curse, sleep, confusion, charm, and increase body status for poison, paralysis, and slowdown, it won't decrease damage, but it will decrease the frequency you are affected by those spells. Okay, I'll try and keep that in mind. Elements from Barn. Are there things like fire elements and skills? Do elements make a difference? Jing. There are 6 elements for skills, items, and monsters. For monsters, there is an icon to the left of its name. There are similar icons in your status screen. Elements have opposing elements. So enemies with fire are strong against attacks with fire elements. but weak against attack with water elements. Pretty simple. So if you cast Vakdon on a magical goblin, it doesn't do as much damage as another spell. Which elements oppose each other? I know fire and water. Can someone tell me? The following are opposing elements. By the way, the reasoning is just something I came up with, but I think I'm pretty close. From Jing again. So wood draws nutrients, and earth. I guess they oppose each other. Okay. So is it? Okay, we'll figure it out. Thunder lights up, darkness covers light, fire boils water, water extinguishes fire. Okay. Man, there was a lot. Okay. I got plate armor, but I can't equip it. Can long arms equip plate armor? It will bite if they can't. Well, prepare to get bitten. Sorry, but you're right. Wave masters can only equip the lightest armor. Twin blades and long arms can't equip heavy armor. Other guys can equip whatever they want. You should probably check the armor status for that. It all depends on your job class, so you better know which ones you can equip. Okay, that's all done. Play knowledge. Okay, they're too strong. The enemies are strong in every single area I've been in, from Mad Max. From Corm again, if you put in the keywords randomly, you usually don't get to the area that's right for you. You should probably check the board more. Other players will post low-level area keywords. Kojiro, are you forming parties when you go out? The difficulty level varies if you've got friends or go solo. If you've got no friends, well, I can't really help you there. ﷺ, you need member addresses of other players to form parties. Member addresses like a business card. You can call up other players in other towns and areas by mail. Just open the menu in the root town and select the player you want. If you want to collect member addresses, all you need to do is make friends. Yep, it's that simple. It's all you need to do. Making friends so bloody easy. Don't know why you all don't do it. Anyway, Zeit statue. Does everyone know about the Zeit statue? Zeit statue at the bottom of the dungeon is searching for an adventurer to give a title of honour as the hero of Zeit. The only way to get the title is to get to the Zeit statue as fast as you can. Those who want the praise of the Zeit statue, select Chronicling as your part A at the Chaos Gate. First look for an area with a dungeon close to the entrance and that doesn't have that many floors. The hero of Zeit must also be versed in looking for an advantageous area. Don't know what any of that means, but sure. Current hero of Zeit is as follows. First place, Master Supreme, 2 minutes 12, player ŁauMong. We'll get to him eventually. Second place, title Hyper Falcon, 2 minutes 26 seconds, is Orca. We'll also get to him. I may have already mentioned his name. Third place, Sonic Hawk, player Zeke, 2 minutes 54. Fourth place, Mac Wolf, 3 minutes 38, player Highlander. Okay, Furious Tiger, Nog, 4 minutes 45. So I know ŁauMong, Orca, and probably Zeke. I don't know 4th and 5th off the top of my head. New transportation system. What about this RTCS? Nogella. You know the new transport system called RTCS that starts tomorrow? I really want to know if traffic jams will be a thing in the past. The other day it took me 2 hours to get back from the city from Odaiba. Jello. No matter what kind of system, they need to reduce the number of cars. I mean, there's too many idiots on the road. Just get rid of them. So some of this forum stuff is like sometimes uncomfortably accurate to real life, like forums and stuff, especially at the time. Okay, the world reaches 20 million. Congratulations. The world has sold over 20 million copies worldwide. First time I experienced the world was 2 years ago. I still remember how I felt when I first entered the dungeon. I wonder what happened to all those people who helped me out in the beginning. Neuro Goggle FMD impressions. Has anyone used the new goggles they just came out with? I'm pondering about buying one, but someone please tell me what you think. Keyword creation. From Hinata, I got some keywords during play and tried them, but they don't seem to work. I think the parameters on the Chaos Gate menu are way too strong. Can someone teach me a good way to combine words? Thank you. In ԿARM, you really shouldn't worry about the area's parameters in the beginning. Beginners should only be concerned with the level of the area. This is the parameter that sets the difficulty of the area, and the higher it is, the more powerful the monsters and the better the items. If you combine words randomly, you might get a really strong enemy and die instantly. When your level is low, you should use words with low difficulty. There's a couple of sample words for beginners. So bursting, difficulty 1. Use this and create a keyword. So keywords is how you set your areas in this game. And you get new keywords by checking forums. Other characters will give you new keywords and stuff, so it's always good to check forums and read all this stuff. I used the word bursting in part A like ԿARM said, but the enemies were too strong and it was game over for me. Why? There's probably a word aside from bursting that set this area level. Were there more than 2 jaws in the area levels in the parameter list? Cases like that, the word with the higher priority takes precedent. One in red has higher priority. So maybe a word aside from bursting was used to set the area level. Sorry I didn't tell you before. ԿARM man, do your job. Thank you ԿARM, I see. So more than one word can set a particular parameter. But there are parameters you can't set with any of the words. What about those? Guess we'll get an answer for that later. What is a grunty? This is important. I found this item called root vegetable in the field. It was jumping up and down. I thought it was a monster at first, but when I looked at the key item list it said food for grunty. What is this grunty? Something alive? Can someone please tell me? From Jing. I didn't know at first too. Crest, you're probably in alpha server, right? Well, there aren't any grunties in that one. Grunties are living things in the mega server, I guess? In mega server's ranch. And kind of look like a mix between a pig and a cow or something like that. Food to grunty is a item that you can feed them, but they don't exist in alpha server. But if you find any of the food items, you should keep them. They'll come in handy once you get to the mega server. A pig. Okay, well I'll try to get as many as I can. Yeah, you should collect as many as you can. You can find food for grunty not only in the fields, but also in dungeons. You should keep your eyes open for them. When you get near it, it goes boing boing, so you can probably tell. I'll point out because I'll point out what it means when we come across them. The Spring of Mist. Wing. I've thrown weapons into the Spring of Mist that are in the fields, but there are times when the level of the weapon increases or decreases. Is there a reason? I'm not certain, but weather seems to play a role in whether or not a weapon or armour gets stronger or weaker. When I put a weapon in the grasslands when it was sunny, it got strong, but when it was raining it got weaker. I haven't tried armour, so I don't know. Pretty sure weather is involved, though I don't think it really matters what kind of field you're in. When I tried it at night, both weapons and armour got strong. When it was cloudy, my armour got weaker, but then there was thunder and rain, my armour got stronger. By the way, aren't Grandpa and Monsieur totally annoying? I hate Monsieur. Yeah, it does get annoying, both the voice and the face. Well, my armour got strong, so I won't complain. Golden axe. By the way, is anyone collecting the golden axe? This weapon isn't that strong, right? People do collect it. Someone named Tim wanted to trade for it the other day, and apparently there are a couple more like him too. Jing, aren't most of the people who collect the golden and silver axes at high levels? I was asked by Missino for a trade, but I didn't have it. But if I did, it seems like I would have traded some pretty good items. I think I missed out on a good opportunity there. Okay, so collect golden and silver axes. Good to know. You only have to throw in unwanted weapons and armor to get gold and silver axe. I envy those high level players. They've got tons of stuff they don't need. Okay. Item trade. Straw Millionaire. Starting with cat's blades, and after trading several times, I got to the legendary Megiddo wand. I never thought I would get something this good. Wow, I want to trade well and get a good item too. If you have any good tips, please tell me. It's not really a tip, but for example, to a twin blade, the wand for Wave Master is not a very important item, right? But even though it's not important to you, it might be to the other party. So you just have to keep an eye on what the other guy wants and offer that item. Oh, and you can only trade 3 types of items and up to 99 of each. Good luck on trading. What does symbols do? You know the green thing's called a symbol by the dungeons. Is there any meaning for them? It explodes when you touch it, so I thought it was a trap of some kind. If you touch them, they have special effects on you like healing, increasing your strength, etc. Effects are random, so you don't know what you'll get. Things on fire in the field are the same. When you find one, just use it. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's quickly try and get through this. Several new elements were added in version 2.75. We'll now explain each element in detail. Element tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance where a monster receives 0 damage from element skills. It is tolerant to a specific element such as fire. For example, if you cast vaj to a fire element tolerant monster, it will do no damage. Use a non-element attack such as basic attacks or other element skills. If a monster has a tolerance, it will be displayed on the right side of its name. Physical is the same. Yes. So if an enemy with physical tolerance is encountered inside a dungeon, there is no one in the party with magic skills, that enemy cannot be defeated. Always have someone in your party that has magic skills. It's also advised to equip armor with magic skills and scrolls on reserve. Don't forget that warrior type characters can equip Wave Master armor. If a monster has the tolerance, it will be displayed on the right side of its name. Magic tolerance is the same thing. Yep, same thing. Cancelling tolerance. All of the tolerance explained above can be cancelled by decreasing the status parameter with magic skills and items. For example, cancelling earth element tolerance, decrease the monster's earth element status by using Decagans or Stonebane. So there's skills that can cancel the tolerances. Yep, even physical and magic. So that's good to know. Elemental hit. Element hit is a attack to a monster with an element skill that is opposite its attribute. At a set probability, damage inflicted is twice the normal amount. Elemental hit will be displayed. Analyze the monster's attribute and consciously aim for elemental hits to gain advantage in battle. Armor can be changed during battle, so we advise having armor with different element attributes on reserve to use the element skills effectively. Wood and earth, we know this. For example, water element skills used on a monster with fire element attribute, elemental hit will occur. Conversely, if a fire element is used on a monster with water element attribute, okay, so they just oppose each other. They don't. One isn't better than the other. Players cannot receive elemental hits. Okay. Excuse me. Based on feedback from users, we've upgraded the items in treasure boxes. Also, different types of items can be obtained from stationary objects such as jars, caskets and other breakable objects. Items can be obtained from the following: breakable objects, HP recovery, cure and items with element attribute increases. The area element is related to the element attribute items, there are exceptions. Treasure boxes, mostly magic scrolls. Scrolls related to elements are related to the area element attribute, there are exceptions. Risky treasure boxes, armor, weapons and occasionally SP recovery items. The GOT statue, valuable weapons and armor, a total of 3 items can be obtained. We'll find out what GOT statues are. Okay, that is everything, I believe. Yes, excellent. So now we can finally get into the game half an hour later. But yeah, anyway, let's go. We have learned a lot so far. Still a few questions, but we'll answer them as we go along.
Hey, you made it.
I did.
Hey, it's me, Orca, the Blade Master.
Whoa! You look so different from the real Yasuhiko. Nothing like the real you.
You're telling me the real Yasuhiko doesn't go around wearing barely anything, just a loincloth, boots and one pauldron?
Hey, in this game I'm Orca, regardless of what I am in reality. I'm pretty well known here. What?
No, you look great.
Anyway, take this. Member address is the flash mail address you can only access in the world. With flash mail, you can exchange messages with others in real time, as long as you are in the world. It's mostly used by newbies to contact other players to form a party. Try it out by inviting me to join your party.
Nope, here we go with some tutorial.
First,
a lot of
press
tutorial.
the triangle button to open the menu. In the menu, select Party. Next, names of players who gave you their member addresses will be listed here. Choose a player you want to invite to your party, and send. Since you just started, you probably only have my member address.
That actually tells you how much money they have. Interesting.
Now, press the X button twice to send a flash mail to me.
So for a point of reference, at the moment, the cap in player level in this game is level 50. So Orca is top level in this game.
Ah, got it. Join my party. It's kind of weird mailing each other when we're face to face.
Yeah.
See? My name appears under your screen. That means I'm in your party. By the way, flash mail is only available when you're in a town. Oh, and you can't contact people when they're not logged into the world.
When they're not logged into the world.
People do have a life, you know. We're not online 24/7. In other words, you can't always count on the same members to form a party. So, try to get as many member addresses as you can. You'll have more fun that way. Well, how you play is up to you. But since EXP and stuff isn't divided among party members, you really don't benefit if you go solo.
It's good to know. That's good info. Thanks, Orca.
Okay. Well, why don't we head off? There's nothing to worry about. I found a perfect place for newbies. This is the Chaos Gate, a sort of transfer device that takes us from one place to another. Now, press the X button.
Oh.
In
Oops.
the world, each play zone is called an area, determined by a combination of 3 keywords. Select New Keyword.
So we've kind of learned a little bit about keywords, but Orca is going to
This is the keyword
burn it into
screen.
our brain.
At the top is the entry plate. You put the 3 selected keywords one by one for each part, A, B, and C. Left of the entry plate is all the keywords you have. You can collect more of them by reading your emails, the board, and from other players. Now, let's enter some keywords by starting with part A. Select bursting from the list. Good. Next for part B, select passed over. For the last one in part C, select aqua field. Now you're done specifying the area. Oh, one more thing. You see the symbol on the left next to the keyword?
The alpha symbol?
That's the server symbol. It indicates which server you are currently logged on to. This symbol is Delta, so we're logged on to the Delta server.
I'm not very good at my Greek letters.
The list on the bottom right is the area status list. See the jewel next to the field type and dungeon?
Yes.
That indicates how the selected keyword affects the status. For example, check the field type. See the jewel on the right? This means that the field type is being determined by aqua field, the keyword in C. We don't know what kind of field the current keyword will create until we get there. But once we learn the effect of that keyword, we can combine it with other keywords effectively. For more details, check out the board on your own time. All right, let's get going to the Delta Bursting Passed Over Aqua Field. Select Warp. Before we get going, let me explain to you about the camera control.
Yeah, here we go.
During the game, enemies will attack from all directions. The idea is to adjust your view quickly to see your enemy and grasp the situation. I'll explain more later, but remember, you can only use skills on targets you can see. Basically, if you don't use the camera right, you'll be dead before you know it. First, rotate the camera. Push either the L1 button or the R1 button to move the camera.
Okay, L1, R1.
Good. Next, let's zoom in and zoom out.
So for people worried that changing the camera angle by using L1, R1 is awkward. It doesn't matter that much because if you've got an analog stick, a right analog stick, you can move the camera using that. I think it was just... Actually, I don't know why they stuck the camera control on L1 and R1. But the stick works fine, so...
You can zoom the camera in or out by using the right analog stick. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Finally, you reset the camera by pushing the R2 button. There you go. Remember, when the battle starts, constantly adjust your camera. Okay, and this is the field. It's the lowest level in the area. When you want to return to the town, press the triangle button and select Gate Out from the menu. Grassland, wilderness, and jungle are some of the field types. You can set them with keywords. The combination of field type and weather determines the area elements. For example, if it's a grassland and it's raining, that area will be a water element stage. The elements also affect the type of monsters that will appear and the items you can get. Don't worry about it now. As you get used to it, combine words to get different elements. Now, let's get going on our quest. First, check the map at top right.
That's a big old map.
You see the red down arrow on it? That's the gate to the dungeon. In the dungeon's deepest level, there's a GHiaангkt statue that usually holds a rare item. Basically, the goal is to reach this statue. But enemies are often tougher down there, so gain some levels above ground before you head below. Okay, wait a sec.
Okay,
By
use the
using
fairy
the
orb.
fairy's orb, hidden data on the map becomes visible, like this.
Fairy orb's pretty handy.
Yellow areas on the map show magic portals, where you encounter monsters and treasures. All right, how about we go pick a fight? Head for one of the magic portals.
Oh, sorry. For a basic attack, approach the target and press the X button.
By the way, a cursor appears on the target so that you can check its name and hit points. Try using a basic attack to defeat some monsters.
So basically, this is just spam the X button. Really wish they would remake this game just to have some nice UI.
Started to get the hang of it, right? Okay, let's try using skills. Press the triangle button to open the menu and select skills. Okay then. Choose Rep from the list.
Okay, Rep is a
When
healing.
the target cursor appears, select the target and press the X button to execute.
No, I don't really need to heal either of us, but fine.
That's it. Pretty easy, huh? You can target a party member for recovery or remedy skills and the enemy for attack skill. Remember, you can only apply skills to targets within your view. Before using a skill, adjust the camera so that your target comes into view. Well, you must be sick of me at this point.
It's alright. I'm used to long JRPG tutorials. At least this one is voiced, so that's nice.
It's your turn to tell me what to do by using chat commands. Okay, I'll teach you the command to get your members to heal. Okay then, press the square button to open the menu. Next, go ahead and choose First Aid from the menu.
Man, you're picky. You told me to do it.
Well, it's good to be the boss, isn't it?
It's okay.
If you use it well, you can bunch up on the enemy or give separate orders to each party member. When you add new members to the party, try various chat commands to see their effects. That's it for now. Just remember what you learned and start exploring. When you think you're ready, we'll head for the dungeon.
Okay, so we will clear out this map first, and then We'll head into the dungeon like Orca says, so nothing on this map is going to be a problem because Orca is severely OP. So I can just wait here and let Orca just destroy everything. Okay, so remember when they were talking about throwing items into the lake or spring of mist? This is that thing. We don't currently have any items to throw in, so we'll come back to that later. Another thing is food for grunties. I believe there is one over here. Mandragora! So these little weird bouncy things. You now have Mandragora. It is added to key items. Okay. Right, and as far as I know, that's about it of massive interest around here. So let's go to these circles. So we can clear that map off if it's getting in the way. For now. Wood elements equipment is better with this enemy. Okay. It really doesn't matter right now because, as I said, Orca is just going to completely nuke anything we come across. Okay, I believe we've cleared the field, so that's everything out here. So we will head into the dungeon. So does it seem to be sort of an icon they were talking about? For a buff? Okay. Let's head below.
Now we can start exploring the dungeon. One thing you need to remember is that you can't gate out when you're in a dungeon. To gate out and return to the town, you have to go back to the field. The sprite Ocarina will warp you to the surface, but you can't use it during battle. This is the treasure box, but you knew that, right?
I had a feeling.
You should know that there are two types of treasure boxes, normal and booby-trapped. This one's normal. Hit the X button to open it.
Ooh, I now have a resurrect. Nice.
This one's booby-trapped. Notice a different color? Try to open it as is, and you're screwed.
Well, I don't want to be screwed. This is YouTube. They're not particularly fond of that kind of thing.
Just use the fortune wire on it. This item will disarm the trap.
Okay.
See? Now it's safe to open. Press the X button to open it.
Stock up on fairy orbs and fortune wires. Got it? You now have Gale Breath. What exactly is Gale Breath? Oh, okay, so this is what we have to start with. Health drink, antidote, restorative, resurrect, mage souls, have 5 fortune wires, 5 fairy orbs. Gale Breath, it raises trees below the target. Speed charm, speeds up your running, and that's all we have for now. Okay, so the map only has 2 ways, so let's head through. Oh, important cutscene because my character is now higher res.
What the? Did you just see that?
Yeah. Was that thing chasing her?
Yeah, but something like that on this level?
Interesting. Well, let's go follow them. So they went to the right. Don't know if I should keep the map up or not. It does take up a lot of real estate, so I'll just switch between it. It's a dead end. That girl. Okay. Well. You now have speed charm. Okay, so that increases our running speed, so I'm not going to use that right now. Don't try too hard, kites. I mean, I'm not.
Better watch out. We're trapped in here. In the dungeon, there are rooms with traps everywhere. The only way to get out of a trap like this is by activating all the magic portals in the room. All right, let's charge to that magic portal.
I mean, you can charge to it. I don't really need to kill anything. Ooh, it actually hit me. Walker, man, do your job. You can heal me.
All rep.
All rep. Can you strengthen me? Sure. What else can you do? What's a sprite ocarina? Oh no, that warps you out, right? Okay. Okay, we head down. I don't know how long this buff lasts. Oh, magic regens over time. That's good to know. It has been quite a long time since I played this game, so I will not remember everything, that's for sure. Okay, it left first. Oh. Okay. Did we kill everything? Okay, we did. Orca, heal me.
All right.
We got another resurrect. Oh, didn't see that chest. You now have the death. What is the death? Poison. HP decreases with time. Okay. Oh, nothing else in here. Dungeon portals open. Excellent. Good to know. Now I have another healing potion. Well, we're done, so I guess we'll head to the north. Not sure how many floors there are to this dungeon. Probably not that many, because it's sort of a beginner.
This is the room where the statue is. There's only one of them at the dungeon's deepest level. And you can get rare items from it. That's enough adventure for now. Let's grab the treasure and get back to town, shall we? If we had a sprite ocarina, we could warp out of here. But we don't have one.
Do we know?
So we gotta go back the way we just came.
I thought we had one. No, apparently we don't. I now have steel blades. Yellow candy? Yellow candy, okay. So, steel blades I assume will be an upgrade from our amateur blades. So I lose Saber Dance and gain Tiger Claw, but I also gain more attack and accuracy, so worth it. And yellow candy is treasure. Oh, can it be used, sell for money or trade? Okay. So let's make sure he doesn't have a sprite ocarina, shall we? Sorry dude, don't have one. Okay. Nope, he definitely doesn't have one. I don't think we're in the dungeon anymore, Orca.
Or was the rumor true?
Take this.
Huh?
Please take this. There's no time. Please.
What's this?
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user.
You're...
It's coming.
Run! It'll kill you! What the hell? What is this? There's something wrong. Nothing works! Wasn't supposed to be this way. I'm sorry. Get out of here!
Oh dear, it's coming for me now. Okay. So I'm curious what the player sees at this point. Do they just see the system error screen and this is something we've been shown as a story, or is the character just blacked out? Oh, hello, Mrs.
What was wrong with Yasuhiko? Why was he upset?
Well, because he was a level 50 and he shouldn't be able to not hit anything like he was there.
I wanted to ask him, but he wouldn't even pick up the phone. And then, the next day, I found out that Yasuhiko had been hospitalized. I rushed to the hospital, but they wouldn't even let me see him. But I guess it's better this way. I didn't want to see him all week, and he wouldn't want that either. But what the hell happened to him? I have a feeling that the key to it is somewhere in the world.
I mean, it's a reasonable feeling to have, considering it happened there. You have new mail. Okay, CC Corporation server problems. To all users of the world, we apologise for the inconvenience due to problems with our servers. Currently, we are focusing our efforts in finding the cause of the problem. However, in order to proceed efficiently, we will limit play to only the Delta and I think Omega servers. Thank you for your understanding. Okay. So we don't have any news, so I guess we'll try and load back into the world. Thank you for visiting the world. All services are currently unavailable due to maintenance. We apologise for any inconvenience and ask for your patience. Okay. I guess look at the boards.
I should post on the board about Yasuhiko. Maybe someone will respond to it.
My friend is in a coma after playing this game. He's hospitalised and still isn't out yet. But do these things actually happen? Does anyone know the reason? Anyone know someone else in the same state? How can I get him out of the coma? The people who made the game look here too, right? Please give me some kind of information. Thank you. Help. Okay, from Kite. Can we log in now? Nope. Still unavailable. Quit out. Oh, we have email. No, it's from, I think, that girl. Okay, so it's a bit hard to read. Let's see what we can figure out. To the one who holds the book, something is looking for me. There is no time. Please help me. Who sent this? I can't read it. I mean, I can, kind of. If you lose a little bit of deductive reasoning, Kite. Let's see if anyone else replied to my thing on the board. No, apparently not. Login. What is this girl doing?
What is it? You got something to say?
Not really.
No.
Oh, I get it now. You are a newbie, aren't you? I might have guessed. Well, are you or not? Come on now, don't be shy. You can tell me.
Give me a second to respond. Jeez.
Listen, in case you're not aware of it, you're being very rude. It's impolite to stare at someone like that. You have to understand it's the same as the real world. Don't you get it? Ugh. Last chance. What is up with you anyway, huh? Come on, will you say something already?
I feel dumber for that exchange. I guess I'll get my gear first. I want to collect some information as well. Oh, that is an ugly ass map. Okay. So I think we should be able to save here. Recorder. Welcome. How about saving your adventure? I can save your data. Don't forget to stop by often during your adventure. Okay, let's save. There's no save data for .hack infection. Each volume requires its own save data. Create new data, yes. Okay. Save data created. Okay. We'll save it up here. Whoops. Let's try again. Okay, we may as well wrap up here because we're looking at about an hour. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me during this tutorial period and little introduction into the world. And I'll catch you in the next episode.